Hey guys, Brayden here, and welcome back to Cities Skylines, and this time we've got something new. Essentially, I decided to take the time-lapse idea that I do in the regular videos. Of course, if you watch the regular videos, you know that the series always starts off with a time-lapse, because I find that I can put a lot more detail into things when I'm not recording, because when I'm recording I have to worry about commentary and sort of remaining mildly entertaining. Your mileage may vary on whether I succeed on that or not. But yeah, there's a lot more to think about, and I don't get to worry about as much detail, so I do time-lapses, and I decided to take that to the next level and do a video entirely of a time-lapse. Yeah, this is a Cities Skylines speed build, if you will. I don't know why I've never thought to do this before, because I've been doing speed builds in the Sims franchise. It's what the channel started on over 2 years ago. Good lord, I've been doing this for 2 years. That's a long time. But yeah, I thought, you know what, let's just do an entire thing. And today we are building, as you can see, an international airport. And honestly, this kind of ended up being a lot more than just an international airport. You still got your international airport building there, obviously, as you can see. But it's like an Italian waiter. And yes, I'm just reiterating what Top Gear said, but like an Italian waiter flails his arms around and he's very animated, you know? I'm sort of I've been doing that thing the entire time I've been talking so far. You don't get your food any faster, but at least it's more fun on the journey. And that's what this sort of general idea is. It's not any more functional than just placing an airport, but it looks a hell of a lot better. And you can see here we've got a big old stadium, which is custom content. There's a lot of custom content and stuff. I need to go through and update my modern asset list. I'll leave a link to the modern asset list in the description. Hopefully I'll update it before I do that. If not, it'll be updated in the near future. So you can download any of the mods and assets that you might like that you see in this video. But of course there's a stadium, and it ended up basically being like an entire entertainment district. The whole idea behind it was to sort of have a self-contained entertainment district, really. It was, I wanted something that people could come into the city for, so that stadium sort of provides that. So, you know, people might come in for a big game, and then they can stay here. There's lots of commercial. I didn't actually place any like leisure or anything. Not leisure, but tourism commercial. I should have done that. Damn, that's okay. But yeah, there'd be lots of hotels and things around here, lots of shops. So basically people can fly in, they can see the game, they can go to their hotel for the night, they can go shopping and do all this sort of touristy stuff the next day, and then they can go, and they would never actually have to leave this part of the city. So if this was a part of a greater city, it wouldn't have any residual effects on the rest of the city. So that's kind of cool. I think I will do a V2 version of this in the main Cities Skylines series, because I'm actually building in this same map, and this is a really, really good place for it, and this is kind of where I wanted the main downtown area to be. So I think I'll do an updated V2 version of it for the main series, so that'll be kind of cool. But essentially, you've got a big transport hub in here as well. There's buses, there's metro, there's trains, there's of course your airport. I could have done a harbour, but I thought, no, I don't really need to. Like, there's a lot of people coming in from the international airport anyway. It's not really necessary. But yeah, it's just kind of cool. It's nice to get in and know that I don't have to. I mean, as much as I like yabbering, obviously I'm yabbering now, but I'm yabbering after the fact. While I'm building, I'm focusing on aforementioned building. So I can put a lot more detail into things, which is what I like to do. Here, that sort of corridor that you see down there of empty buildings, that is so planes can land. So you'll actually see planes, I'm messing up all my words today. Planes coming in and landing through that little corridor, and they miss the buildings by just the tiniest narrow little margin. Oh, it's hilarious. But there is actually the Burj, not Khalifa. I think I do have the Burj Khalifa as a custom asset. But the Burj Al Arab, which is the big hotel with the tennis court on top that also doubles as a helipad. I think Marcos Baghdadis and Roger Federer played tennis on that for a promotional thing one time. But that's actually placed next to the airport. It's sort of meant to be like a part of the airport. I actually don't think it's quite next, like exactly next to the airport, but sort of like meant to be a connecting part of the airport there, if you will. But unfortunately, planes don't just take straight off, because I've sort of allowed them to just fly straight off completely clear over the water, but instead they decide to do the most ridiculous fighter jet style turn and just completely collide with that building. So, you know, it's, I mean, everyone dies in it every single time. It's very much a repeat of Actually, no, let's not go with the 9/11 jokes. It's not so much a joke, but yeah, I should probably fix that at some point. You guys can fix it. I will put this as a map download on the workshop so that you can come in and you can sort of build your city around this. In order to build it, I had to use the super demand mod. You can see down there my RCI is constantly high. There's no decay, there's a maximum demand for anything, so I can build anything whenever the hell I want. The problem is, I did have to build another small city across on the mainland. This is sort of on a head, I guess, out there. This is the main part of the city. Where we actually build the city, Requiem, in the main series, is I had to build just like a bunch of buildings there, because we didn't have enough people to fill the high-density commercial, so we needed people to go in there so that they would upgrade to big high-rise buildings rather than just sort of low-density, bulky-looking things. Just general services around. These aren't really like part of the city at all, or part of this speed build. They were just things that I needed to place in order to get it all to work. There's a nice hospital in there, little path going through there so people can walk around. There's your big bus depot. That's also custom content, placing this university, which is also custom content. A lot of custom content. But since we have such a fantastic modding and asset community, and it's just there for us and an easy to use platform on the Steam Workshop, why not use it? Like, it seems like a waste if we don't use all that sort of stuff, because honestly, the base game of Cities Skylines, or not so much the base game, but just the expansions as well, is really, really good, but just mods and custom assets open up an entirely new world. Like, I've got something like 30 mods installed and about 300 custom assets. And that's about half of what I used to have. I used to have something like 40 plus mods and about 700 custom assets. So there was a lot of stuff, but I've since streamlined it because you don't really need that much, to be honest. I just had it for the sake of having it. But yeah, no, there's a lot of mods, a lot of things you can do with it, and it's definitely worthwhile taking advantage of that. You can see how there's a lot of demand for workers and such at the moment. Lots of things are becoming abandoned. That's okay because they do rebuild, but I did need to go and build another small city in order to have everything working properly so that things would upgrade to nice sort of high-tech looking buildings. And that sort of stuff. Well, it depends what you guys think of this, really, whether or not I do more. Hopefully you like them. I really enjoy doing them. They're kind of cool. It's something different, something fun. I can do a lot of detail with things and just have these really, really nice looking areas. It's essentially like the time lapses, but with none of the other stuff. So if you like the videos, the general series purely for the time lapses, this will be for you. If you like the other videos purely for me yabbering and acting like an idiot, well, then you still get that as well. So my voice disintegrated them. I'm 13 years old now. There's the Burj Al Arab. But yeah, let me know, of course, what you all think of this sort of style of video. And hopefully, if you like it, there will be more. But yeah, there's just sort of placing some custom buildings now. These nice big high-rise things that goes there. I think the planes actually clip through, like, because I was going to place some buildings right up to the runway there, and then I thought, yeah, there's a 747 landing. Everyone in that building and on the plane is going to die. So I moved that back. I think the wings of the plane still sort of clip through the, like, just the shrubbery of that big custom building I placed, but you know, don't tell anyone, it's fine. There's some nice elevated railways running along there, got some concrete underneath. I believe, well, there was meant to be nice plants and everything, which I did place underneath those pylons where you can't actually place the concrete, but I went and like accidentally cleared all the shrubbery and forgot to place them back, so my bad. There is a shot coming up in a minute, just a little scene of me placing a metric, and I mean metric shit ton of rocks. Which, there's the little city, you caught a glimpse of the city over there. But yeah, I just wanted a big rock wall along the sort of back, just as like a breakwater thing, so that you don't have any erosion. You'll see it now. There it is, lots and lots of rocks. This is genuinely hell to do in real time. It's just, I hate doing it so much, but the finished product looks really, really good, especially when you go and place some plants in there, which I will do after I finish placing the rocks. It's all done in one go. But it's gradually getting faster, speeding up. I think this is actually sped up at something like 12 times speed, so this actually took me 12 times longer to do than you're seeing it now. So that's, shit. It's not particularly enjoyable. But like I said, you just got to think about the finished product. That's what I have to think about when I do this stuff. It's like, it's going to look good in the end. you might want to kill yourself now, but it's going to look really good in the end. So you just have to sort of think about that and just think about the positives. Don't think about the negatives, because if you only think about the negatives, then you'll never do anything. So take a risk. Do some things you don't like, and you might end up finding something you do. That was a temporary interchange, which I put in there just to bring some people into the city. That's now gone. Of course, if you download this off the workshop, I can't actually sort of do this as a thing that you can just sort of drop into an existing city. You'll have to build your city around it, which is a little bit annoying, very slightly annoying. I don't know, your mileage may vary, but either way, this will be on the workshop for you to download. But yeah, that pretty much, I guess, constitutes the build just about, just finishing off some stuff. And after this, there will be some lovely cinematic shots to show off the city. But of course, if you would like to see more of this, let me know. If you have any suggestions for stuff I should build, put them in the comments, and I will get to them as quickly as possible. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I will catch you in the next video. Until then, as always, stay awesome.
I have been taken by the words that you say. The voice that carries them has kept me astray. Too soon to act on it, can we ever be? That all depends on what you're feeling from me. Show you all the way.